dawn of recorded history, horses played a part in human life. Memorializing them on the walls of ancient caves, people portrayed horses that they both hunted for food and revered. Descendants of the cave wall horses, the most ancient living horses, have recently returned to their ancestral home. The reintroduction of the Przewalski horse may be one of the success stories of modern conservation. Driven to extinction in the wild, captive-raised horses have been brought back to Mongolia. The native people called them taki. Taki are primitively marked, with dorsal stripes and zebra-marked legs. Their unique upright manes are remarkably like the horses depicted on cave walls. The horses live in family groups called bands. Mares, a dominant stallion, and their offspring. The band stallion is named Khan for the famous Mongol conqueror. In a few days, his undisputed leadership will be challenged. New taki are arriving on a transport from Moscow. Raised in captivity like Khan, they will be released into a huge wilderness called the Hustan Nuru Steppe Reserve in central Mongolia. The 132,000-acre reserve is a far cry from the confines of small European pastures and narrow wooden transport boxes. Typically, the taki are held in fenced transitional areas until they adjust to their new home. However, one band stallion, Turgan, and his 3 mares are cold released directly into the wild. They will travel the unfamiliar mountains and valleys, looking for a home range. On their journey, they will encounter Khan and his band. A world away, in the Rocky Mountains of southern Montana, it is spring, and wild stallions are eager to mate. Band stallions are on high alert, keeping close watch on their mares. One steals a mare and yearling from another's band, but quickly retreats when the band stallion charges in. Stallions seem to learn a lot about what's happening through smell. This bachelor male leaves his calling card on top of another's, signaling that this is his home range too. It's possible that stallions can tell the health and potency of rivals through stud piles. Young males, ejected from their bands by their fathers, can worry the older stallions, though most are too young and inexperienced to pose a real threat. Some leaders seem to enjoy play fighting with the younger males. But play bouts are usually between peers. Most stallions are at least 6 years old before they're strong enough to compete for mares. The bachelor bands have a social order. The 5-year-old sorrel stallion outranks the 2-year-old white colt and enters the water first, subtly asserting his dominance. Who rolls first? Who grooms with whom? Who drinks first? All are determined by an individual's ranking in the hierarchy of the group. How fast a bachelor rises to dominance may determine how successful he will be at winning mares. Khan's mares, like most adult wild horse females, are attentively guarded by their band stallion. Khan's precocious adolescent son continually interferes with the mares, and Khan gently disciplines him by biting his neck and legs. Khan will soon kick the youngster out of the group to avoid the possibility of inbreeding. A quarter of a mile away, Turgan's band moves into Khan's territory. It's a tense day in Khan's band. His persistent son tries to breed one of the mares, who rejects the youngster. The disruption sets off a rare fight between mares. The scuffle doesn't go unnoticed. Turgan has spotted Khan's band. Family issues must wait on territorial disputes. Khan runs out to meet the intruder. Turgan circles and approaches Khan. As Turgan's mares wait on the hilltop, Turgan forces a fight, testing the smaller stallion. Khan's 2-year-old son watches. The brief battle ends with Khan in apparent retreat. In reality, his mares moved off first. Now, Khan lowers his head in the characteristic snaking posture, signaling the band to move even farther down the valley. The mares may have responded to the presence of a different threat. Rare Asian wolves also make their home in this reserve. This pack is young cubs to feed. A wolf will take a young or weak horse if the band is not wary. Constant watchfulness is a necessity of life in the wild. Despite these dangers, the Taki are in the midst of a renaissance. Khan's band